was a lot more legit than when we were able to see from our vantage point. And again, we're now joined by Colonial Associate Head Coach Charlie Buscaglia as your team defeats the Bryant Bulldogs 71-69. Your team now 2-0 in Northeast Conference action, but a 21-point second half lead turns into just a 2-point victory. It was a nail biter here in Moon.
Yeah, we're young, we're young, and we weren't used to this. We had a big lead, and a team made a big run on us, and we didn't take care of the ball down here. We had a chance to continue and extend the lead, or at least maintain it. We got careless, and we just don't have the rotation to, somebody's not doing something right. We just don't have the bench to rotate, so we got to learn as we play. And it got dramatic. Boy, did it get dramatic. Coach Sale is being very accountable. That was a fluke play. The girl dribbled, right down the side. I mean, that was like a wide receiver towing the line on a kick return or something, like a kick return, towing the line on the out of bounds line. He was saying, "Get your hands up," and the girl actually wound up making contact with the ball with his body, and he wasn't that far off the line. If he was a step on the court, that's all he was. But he was behind the coach's line. So it was just he's taking accountability, because that's what we teach, and we wouldn't be setting an example unless we did. But he's being very hard on himself, because that was a very fluke play right there. And I'm proud of the girls for getting that stop at the end. A lot of teams would have just went right down with that whole tragedy at the end there.
And your team did come through defensively a lot today. Unfortunately, over the last 11 minutes of the basketball game, your team was outscored by Bryant 31-12.
Oh, we did not finish down here. We stopped moving fast. I mean, we just fell apart at the end of that game. We were fatigued and tired, and we didn't have we rested yesterday a lot. And we knew that fatigue was going to be a big issue, because they substitute, they have just way more numbers. So we had to keep our players fresher. But when Ashley fouled out at the end of the game, she's one of our, I was talking to you last time, she's one of our most mature freshmen that we've ever had. And, we wouldn't have her on the court at the end of the game. And you could see Lou's got to get stronger. She's got to get stronger with the ball. But she's our best free throw shooter. So, we were in a paradox, and then we had to use timeouts because we were dying out so much there. I mean, I told Coach, I don't blame you for calling one now when we had 2 with 6 minutes to go. I said, Coach, call one now. Even though we might run out, we have got to try our best to continue and maintain this lead to get it to a foul situation, a free throw situation.
Again, Robert Morris defeats Bryant 71-69 here at the Sewell Center. Sitting down with Colonial Associate Head Coach Charlie Buscaglia in Moon Township, Pennsylvania. Coach Charlie, talk a little bit about Ashley Ravelli. She was whistled up for 2 fouls within moments of each other. One on an inbounds play. The next one is she was boxing out in a 1-on-1 situation. Did you get any explanation from the official on either of those fouls?
Well, the first foul I didn't see. It was all the way on the other corner, and then they said that she held her. And then the other one was on the girl hit the ground. It sounded like a bomb went off in here. So I think it was, obviously Ashley might have made it was a 1-on-1 free throw. So we teach, get there, make contact, push back and come back to the ball. And, when she obviously made contact, either she hit her too hard, or, that was a great job at the free throw line of going down, selling the call. Because when I didn't really even, I was watching on the block to see if we boxed out strong there, and all of a sudden I heard a gun go off in here. I'm like, what was that? And it was a girl laying on the ground. She's about 5'4", and it wasn't like some tractor trailer falling. You know what I mean? So anyway, she sold the call. That's her job, and they got the big possession. It was crazy. I mean, that was crazy. And then at the end of the game there, with the fluke play like that with Coach Sale on the sideline, that was crazy. So as much as we did wrong here down the stretches, we could take anything out of this. We could take away the fact that we had some majorly fluke things happen to us with no timeouts at the end of the game, and we were able to overcome it and get that stop down the stretch.
71-69, Robert Morris defeats Bryant in the second NEC game of the season. Adam Gusky and Charlie Buscaglia on the call for you for today's RMU victory. Post-game show brought to you by the Ground Round in Moon Township. Talk about Artemis Spanu today. 26 points, 20 rebounds. The first 20-20 game since Zuhaiti Monsac on December 4th, 2004 against Quinnipiac, when Monsac had 23 points to go along with 21 points, or 23 rebounds to go along with 21 points rather, and Spanu today 26 and 20.
Oh, she was steady for us. Artemis had a lot of big baskets as we continue to increase the lead there throughout the game. And then I think it was a big one at the buzzer at the shot clock. That reverse layup. When we needed a bucket. So she was steady the whole game today. And again, turnovers got to come down. But the offensive production and rebounding was second to none. She had a very good performance.
Moments ago, you talked about Matali needing to be stronger as the game progresses and needing to stay strong as the game rolls on into the latter moments. But Lou Matali today hit some big free throws in clutch situations, especially for a freshman.
Oh, sure. Well, we always, we're at practice every day. So, Lou with the free throws, she's tough. I mean, she is a very good freshman free throw shooter. So, it's at the end of the game. people don't realize we have a freshman 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so you're like, well, you don't want to get the ball to a freshman at the end of the game. Well, who do you give the ball to? We gave the ball to her, and she's got to get stronger with it. That's the biggest thing. She's got to understand, learn from today, that if we're going to get her the ball at the end of the game to make those free throws, she can't be a concern that she's going to catch it and dribble it off her leg or get it ripped from her. And we were lucky that was our jump ball, because they trapped her in the corner and she held it and they grabbed it from her. So, Lou's going to have to get more aggressive there when we go to her at the end of the game for the free throw. She shouldn't just expect that they're just going to foul her. They're going to go for the ball. They're not going to just foul you. They're going to try to steal the ball if you present it. So, great free throw shooter. We got to get more stronger with the ball, though.
Your centers, Anna Gailite and Anna Kavaswa, again played strong today. They played strong on Saturday against Central Connecticut State. 11 points from Anna Kavaswa. Anna Kay with 4 rebounds. Anna Gailite had 5 caroms. They combined for 5 blocks, 3 from Gailite, 2 from Kavaswa. Another nice game in Kavaswa with 3 steals today.
Kavasla again played well. She played well, and she was the steady one for us. Obviously Anna came in and blocked some shots again, but Anna Kavasla's got more comfortable now. Working the ball inside and passing with Spanu and getting to the basket on the double team and stuff. So they're working well together. They're starting to feel it, and it's been a big lift for us. She gives us that physical presence as Galite gives us that length. So it's a good 1-2 combination.
Looking forward, we've got the Monmouth Hawks next on the slate this upcoming Saturday in West Long Branch, New Jersey. Always a tough team and a team that's knocked us out of the playoffs the past couple seasons.
Oh, they're tough, and I know they're battling some injuries too. I don't know their health status as far as one of their better players has been out. So, I don't know what the status is of that, but they've been battling kind of the same thing we are. The difference is we're going to their place now. I give Bryant a lot of credit because, this was their second game on the road. They're playing at 10 a.m. on the morning on the road on a short, layover time here within 2 games in 3 days. So that was a gut check for them. So now we're going on the road and we got to prove that we can go in the conference and win. So Monmouth, they're going to be hungry. I don't know how they did today, but I know they dropped the first game on the road. And obviously when you drop early on in the season, it's conference play. There's a lot of focus going on. And again, we got that 4-day preparation for this game. So that first game is going to be a war. I mean, that's going to be an absolute war.
Colonial Associate Head Coach Charlie Buscaglia, congratulations on the victory. Thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you again on Saturday, hopefully as your team moves to 4-10, but more importantly 3-0 in the NEC.
Yes, guys. Thanks for everyone for coming out. I saw, obviously with the Kids Day today, that was outstanding. Having all those kids cheering for us and stomping on the bleachers, that lifted our players a lot. I think gave us a lot of energy early in the morning. And thanks for the administration that came out also and supported us on a work day here, where they were able to come in and maybe take a long lunch. So, I appreciate everybody that was out here, and I appreciate all our fans listening back home. It was a tough ending here for us, but we pulled it out, and I'm proud of the kids on the floor for getting that last stop.